Gold has dropped about $1,600 from its high this year alone, and if you've been trading, you've probably noticed something quite familiar, and that is your stop loss keeps getting hit right before price returns around and goes exactly where you thought it would. Now that's not necessarily down to any bad luck, it's a pattern, and by the end of this video I'm going to show you exactly what happens and how to stop being on the wrong side of it. Now look at this chart here. Obviously this is a textbook chart, but as you can see, price pushes up, takes out the recent high, and every breakout trader around the world, they would have just got triggered into entering the buy stops or buy entries, etc. And then obviously, as you can see, it reverses hard, and if you were long, well, you got stopped out right before the real move started. This happens on gold constantly, and even other markets as well, so you can carry this information into other markets if you wanted to. And as you can see, most traders would have write this off as just the market being unpredictable and try again tomorrow. Now, it's not random, it's liquidity, and every stop loss sitting above the high is an order waiting to be filled, and price doesn't move randomly towards it, it moves towards it because that's where the volume is. And once you see that, gold starts looking chaotic and starts looking like a pattern that you can actually read. Now here's the concept behind it. Gold doesn't necessarily move randomly towards its next level, as we know. It moves through the liquidity sitting in its way first. And again, once you understand that, the move that you used to feel unpredictable starts to make a lot more sense. So here's how it plays out. Price sweeps a recent high or low, playing out the stop sitting there. That sweep isn't a move, it's the setup. What you're waiting for is the reaction after the sweep, the moment price rejects and starts moving the other way. That rejection is your entry, and you're not guessing the reversal, you're waiting for proof it already happened. Timing matters just as much as the setup itself. This behavior shows up most reliably during the London and New York sessions, when volume is obviously high enough for these sweeps to actually mean something. If you trade the same setup in a dead session with no volume behind it, you'll just read noise, same pattern, wrong time, completely different outcome. Now here's a real example. This was a session high sweep drawn in New York. Usually the setup we just walk through, entry marked right here after the rejection kind of closed, stop above the sweep, because if price takes that level out for real, the read was wrong and you're out, clean. And here's where it went. Straight into the level the sweep was designed to reach in the first place. Now this isn't a one-off, this is the same pattern playing out over and over again, which is exactly why I only trade this one instrument and stop trying to spread myself across 10 different pairs. Now, so 3 things to take from this video is that gold stop hunts aren't random. They're liquidity doing what liquidity does. The setup itself isn't the sweep itself, it's the rejection after it. And this only works with real volume behind it, which means session timing isn't optional. So moving on to the real chart, as you can see here, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of price action you can study to really help with ideally reading where price wants to go. Okay. Now I like to mark up a session. Now, I'm not going to show you how to look at directional bias, etc. because again, this video is not about that. It's about how to, I guess, essentially anticipate where price is going to go and entry points. So what I do is, there's an indicator that you can copy. It's FSL session opens or just trading sessions. Okay, that's the boxes like that. Or you can just manually mark it up yourself. You're then going to go ahead and mark up from midnight UK time, so 12 until 5 AM. And then what you're going to do is you're going to mark up that, and you're going to wait for price to sweep. Now you're going to favor the side that the high time frame is telling you what to do. So let's say the daily, the 4 hour, the weekly, etc. is all bearish. You have a pretty bearish bias. The 50-minute sweeps to highs. That's going to give you a perfect, entry signal to go short. Now again, I'm not going to show you the low time frame, show you an entry point. I'm literally just showing you this little bit of information that you can take from this video and go ahead and mark up the charts and see for yourself, and you can figure out your own entry. Because obviously everything inside that I do and teach is inside of my academy, so I can't give everything away, unfortunately. But 12 to 5 AM is a very big, very big key information you should take on board into your next trade. Okay, now I'm going to ignore biases. We're just going to look at the sweeps. But I know already price on the high time frame is bearish. So as you can see, what did price do here? We not only formed the Asia highs, but we also created another high, which becomes equal highs. That's again another liquidity. And what did price do here? We rejected that and shifted bearish. So you can get in on a move here. I'll wait for a potential retracement on this specific time frame, for example, like a short from this area after this wick rejection. Okay. Again, let's just look at what price did here, ignoring any high time frame biases. We have the low. Price sweeps out the low during New York session. And as you can see, what does price do? It runs and takes the highs. And essentially what you want to do quite a lot of the time is you can actually, let's say you get in the 12 to 5A session, price sweeps the highs, you get into a nice short position. You can usually a lot of the time target into the Asia lows, or you can target into the equilibrium, or also known as the midpoint at the Asia range. So all you want to know, if you want to find the midpoint, is just mark up a Fibonacci tool, add your 0.5 setting, and then obviously extend it to the right, and that will show you your midpoint of that range. You can take partials there, leave it running to the lows, or you can set multiple take profits along the way, and obviously try the stop loss accordingly. Again, let's move over here. Now again, nothing's 100%, guys, just keep that in mind. But what can you see here? Well, price obviously minus sweeps the lows, but more so just creates more liquidity. This is not a significant, sweep and shift. Okay, so if you're seeing movements like this where there's little to no volume, like this, like I mentioned during the video, when there's no volume, it's better obviously during peak times when there's more volume. But when there's no volume like this, you're just going to stay out. Yeah, maybe you can anticipate longs from here, but just look at the price sweeps. Look at the difference in this sweep to this sweep to this sweep. There's a big significant difference. Okay. Moving on. What do we see here? Okay, as you can see, volume's a little bit choppy. We come into the latest session, taking out some external structure, which is pretty nice. And as you can see, we sweep it here. What does price do? Shifts and takes the highs. Let's move on. As you can see, we take the highs, but instead, obviously, the structure is still bullish. There's no... If you were trading, I'll just give you a little insight. If you're trading a V1 system, you'd ideally want price to take out the lows, pull back, and continue. But as you can see here, I know for a fact, just because I read charts on gold every single day, this is the H4 low, this is the H4 high, and this is the bearish break. This is bearish. Okay. So obviously, shorting from there, inside of the lower end of the H4 range is low probability to do so. Moving on, what can you see here? This is the part of the 4-hour extension pushing down to the downside, taking out the lows, which is fine. But obviously, again, price moving bearish on a high time frame. So this is ignoring any biases moving forward. But as you can see, we take out the low here, but this is the better shift, well, the better sweep, I guess you could say. And then boom, we just happen to the midpoint. And a midpoint mitigation like this is quite common when you see price extending its leg on the high time frame. Okay. But I know for a fact during this bit of price action, I'd rather be on the short side. So I probably wouldn't be looking for longs. As you can see, this just doesn't work out. It more so, we get the sweep, but there's no sign to get in for like longs there. As you can see here, there is no sweep. There is a sweep during the highs here, but there's no really valid, clear, entry. There's no entry trigger to go short, essentially. Or if you did, it would have been a loss. But then look how many times it's played out onwards. So again, nothing's 100% trading. But again, this information is for you to use and customize. This here is a nicer setup. Why? Because if you understand the ZCFX V1 system, you've got this range, nice PI mitigation there, and also the here's your high sweep, projections, etc. So obviously that is a very nice short position to go short. And as you can see, not only do you get your, sweep, but you also get a nice internal range high low mitigation entry targets. Okay, moving on, as you can see here, we get the Asia low sweep. Nice sweep, potential entry there as well. Runs to highs. Okay, again, this one doesn't seem to work out. This one does work out, but as you can see, this is a very range bound day. You probably just sit out. Okay, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll see this as liquidity and they'll take a trade inside of this Asia range, which is okay, but it's just lower probability. And if you're waiting for a high probability setup, you'd want price to sweep out that liquidity first, because this is not the setup. Over here is the setup. Okay, one more. As you can see, we sweep at the highs, but we don't really necessarily play out here. We'll do one more. As you can see, we've got to end on a good note. Sweep at the lows. What does price do? Buy below here. Okay, you're essentially marking up that bit of price action, buying below, selling above. That's excluding about any other high time frame narratives in terms of directional biases. That's just solely on its own. When you start to throw in a couple of extra filters, i.e., what does the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, etc. look like? Is it bearish? Is it bullish? Is it range bound? Then that's when you can start to get really specific on which trades you're taking. But if you were obviously just trading this alone, maybe you went to the 5-minute time frame and waited for a 5-minute shift, that wouldn't be a bad strategy on its own, to be honest. But anyways, let's jump back to the video. Moving on. Guys, if you want to see this playing out in real time instead of just in a video, I post every single gold signal I take, entry, stop loss, and target, live in a free Telegram room during London and New York sessions. So if you want access to this, I do say to comment gold for the link, but you can literally just head to the description below. That's literally it. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you get yourself in a free Telegram, because I'll be posting my gold trades and signals in that group, which you can just copy completely free. So you didn't even have to apply this to anything. You can just copy my signals.